Support LaneSide. Get something cool. All right, here we are down on the lanes with our speed dominant / rev challenge player, old guy Wayne Porter.
And he's bowling on the high friction house shot.
And we have the HAZMAT Pearl.
Ooh.
Now, we saw the original, the hybrid, come out in 2023.
Yes.
Then we saw the solid in 2024. That had turned a lot of heads.
Yeah, that was a good, yeah.
Now we have the Pearl.
Yes.
Now, this is same core.
Yeah.
So this is, which core was this one here? This
The
is
HAZMAT core.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, duh. So what are the numbers on that?
The RG is 2.479.
Yep.
And the differential is 0.055.
So that's already innately. That is a decently strong cover. It's low RG. High diff means it's going to flare a lot.
Like that.
We're seeing some fairly strong hook out of this.
Yeah, and it's got the HK22 Simtax Pearl.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but we've seen Semtech Pearl in some really, really popular old balls.
Yes. It was on the Black Widow Gold.
Ooh.
It was a really good one.
That one was really good, yeah.
Yeah. The Phobia.
Yep.
And the last time we saw it with the HK22 was on the Scorpion Strike.
Now, and that one was interesting because I did that one. You guys didn't get to throw that one.
Yeah.
I found it pretty long.
Yeah.
And fairly strong off the spot.
Yeah.
Like it was what we were seeing out of HK22 at the time.
Yeah.
Now we've got a stronger core, and this cover with pretty shiny cover.
Pretty shiny, yeah.
We're seeing a fair amount of motion down lane.
He's getting Wayne's getting good roll on it. It's coming up into the pocket and it's getting the carry, right? So
yeah. Now we got to talk to him. We got to get him to roll the ball on the lane because he keeps bouncing it off the lane.
Yeah.
And he actually knocked our camera down, so you can see we can only see the bottom part of the pins here, but we can still see the carry.
Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Yeah, see how much the camera moved.
Look at this. He has moved fairly far left from where he started.
It's pretty deep now.
For our speed dominant player, probably not our choice for them.
No.
We always talk about when we're going to get into bigger pieces, we want an asymmetric piece here.
Yeah. Something that's going to go down long and have a smaller hook window.
Now, that's for early kind of mid.
Yeah.
This might be if we saw maybe a higher surface out of it to get a little bit more skid, because that cover actually is fairly fast response.
Yeah,
it responds to the friction fairly quickly.
Yeah. And its surface prep right now is 500, 1,000, 1,500, and then compound.
So it's got lots of room to move.
So, yeah, it's not like their typical Pearl finish to it. So,
yeah, like
out of the box. So.
I know it looks a little, and look at this. You can see we squared them up a little bit more here. When you look at it, it looks shiny, but it's still fairly matte.
Yeah.
I know that you and I were talking before we went to the on the video here that it would have been interesting to see this brought to a different surface, maybe like a 3,000 plus compound or polish.
Yeah, or just take it all the way up, right? Like every step all the way up to 4,000 to see what it would do.
Yeah. So you can see for our speed dominant player, he had to keep it in the oil.
Yeah.
It's weird. Our speed dominant player, our rev challenge player had to keep it in the oil because of how strong it was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't long enough like our bonus here. You can see he keeps, fairly straight. It kind of put him in a weird in-between position.
Yeah, I think with the surface prep and the drilling that we had on this, I think he'd find himself in a little bit of over-under.
Yeah, I think so.
But if you put him on a short pattern...
Because look at this with the bonus. Yeah. We see it, the HAZMAT actually kind of lining up on top of it and just being a little bit longer and much faster.
Yeah. And now, like I was saying, like this surface prep on maybe like a 30-foot pattern.
Okay.
That might be a little bit different for him because then with the HK and everything, it might get it down a little bit further because this cover is all about the mid lanes.
Yeah,
right?
it really reads. Yeah. Like, and you can see it from down here. His feet are pretty close. Like, it's unusual for us to see a Pearl. Like, the bonus is a solid here. We always talk about every company has something similar to it.
Yeah.
it's unusual for us to see a pearl that rolls in the same area as our bonus.
As a solid, right? Like,
yeah. So what I think, from our standpoint, a little bit more polish, a little bit less surface.
Yeah. Like for him, definitely.
Oh, yeah, for him.
Yeah.
You could create a huge difference in reaction here.
Like 1,500 is still pretty early.
Yeah.
Like even with the compound's just going to basically give you a little bit of extra length, not as much as taking up to 2,000 like they normally do. Right?
Yeah. Like we're all talking about distances here. Your compound's going to get you a little bit more distance.
Yeah. But
it's still going to hook the same amount.
Yeah. And it tends to wear off too. That's what people forget about with the compound.
Now here you are with it. And look at this. Whoop.
Oh, we're in trouble.
Yep, right out of the gate from your benchmark spot. And this kind of brought it to mind as I was editing these. We sat down beforehand and talked about this. This pearl plays out of box so weirdly.
Yeah, it's not like a typical pearl like we just mentioned.
Yeah.
It rolls clean because of the HK, picks up because of the core and cover combination in the mids, but doesn't really react till it gets down lane. It's
the HK and the Semtech Pearl is so controlled. Like look at it's not for you. It's not super jumpy.
No,
it's actually much more round, like a symmetrical.
Yeah, yeah. It's more like the benchmarky kind of thing.
Yep. And this is why I think we really think about surface changes.
Yeah.
This I think could really use where did all the polish go? It went over a cliff with storm.
Yeah. Either polish or like I would like to try it like 2,000, 3,000.
Yeah.
Right? Like just bump those two up, knock the compound off, and just get a little bit more length. I mean, I'm throwing it really well. It's reacting.
Because look at it, like you're like, oh yeah, this is
that's
easy.
the kind of pearl I want to throw.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a house shot killer. Like, but so was the Scorpion Strike, right?
Yep.
But comparing this one to that one, I'd say this one's probably overall stronger.
Well, you think about the Phobia. The Phobia got played because of how controllable it was.
Yeah.
It was something you could go to later when they were starting to get burned up and it wasn't going to overread.
Yeah.
That Semtech package of additives is showing through the HK base and creating a very controlled Are we talking ourselves out of changing the surface on this? Just because
possibly, at least for me, like the way I'm rolling it. There we go. See, now if it had a little bit more surface,
more surface,
I would,
But this is such a different pearl for us.
Yeah.
But that's what Hammer's been doing. It's been kind of looking at these holes in what what people are asking for, and saying, okay, we need this piece here, we need that piece.
If you take the solid that rolls really strong,
yep,
and then you take the hybrid that was kind of the medium,
you'd expect this to be weaker.
Like, but it's not. But once again, I think if you compare the surface prep, it's like a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you went and did the surface prep to like they would normally do 1,000, 2,000, and then put compound off, you definitely would see a difference.
Yep.
Not that it's bad. I mean, but now I'm so deep now that I'm getting the deflection with those two, right?
Now here you are left-handed. And just watch how continuous it is. It's one of the things I like.
Oh yeah, see it bounce around in there and just split the pocket.
Yeah, that's very unusual for art. Here we are with our bonus. It's very unusual for us with our pearls to see them go through like that.
Yeah.
Usually that's when you're going to see your most deflection. And look how, the bonus is smooth.
Yeah. So smooth.
Now, as we always do, let's compare them. Let's put them on top of each other.
Did you take the first one?
Watch this.
Yeah.
This isn't even the first shot you threw.
No. But look at
it's within about 2 boards with your feet on the average of all the strikes you threw.
Yeah.
And 2 boards with your break point. Watch as it comes off your hand.
Yeah,
here.
you can see it's a little bit inside, a little bit outside. It's quite interesting.
You see, just a little bit inside, just a little outside, and it's faster off
at
the spot.
Yeah.
Now, this is kind of part of an interesting trend we're seeing, is we're starting to see more hybrid and more pearl balls that are being thrown as benchmarky pieces.
Which used to be all solid.
Yeah. But I guess, I mean, we've talked about this. With the changes to how covers are, it isn't, I'm pouring a pearl base, pouring it. Yeah. It's this additive package and this additive package.
Like you said, like the Syntec package is making it roll in the mids.
Yeah.
Right? Not, like you can see it pick up, right?
And then come off much faster. Yeah. But it's faster off the spot, but it's not it's not boomeranging.
No. And that's what I mean. That's why I like this motion for a pearl ball, because it's still getting me clean. And with that HK, I could probably stay in one of my money spots that I threw a really good strike for a very long time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Now, you guys got to throw this one, and I saw that it was, it was very, I don't want to say mild, because that's not the right word for it. It was controlled.
Yeah, very controlled.
I'm not used to controlled pearls.
Yeah.
So I drilled mine a little bit stronger.
Oops.
I went with a 5-inch pin to pap. Very strong pin over line. You can see here 4.5 inches by 30. Went very, very strong to get it to react faster.
Well, that one did.
Sorry, 5 inches, not 4.5 inches. 5 inches.
So,
and what that did is that pushed all of that energy as fast as I could get it, as far down lane as I could get it with the flare.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing a big difference.
Yeah.
So if I ever come back onto lane here, this is the problem, is when I get pushed.
Yeah. You can see it.
It's still controlled, though.
Yeah, it's not, even for a symmetric, it's not snappy.
Yeah.
Like, it's not angular, like an angular symmetric, like you would see in the past with.
Where it would see, like I was saying, a boomerang, it sees friction and it just turns left.
Like flips over like somebody kicked it.
Yeah, you're still getting the benefit of the length of the pearl.
Yeah.
But it's not so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still forcing me left.
Yeah.
Like this thing does, you can get this thing to hook.
Yeah. And that's the other thing is I'd like to see like game 3, game 4 with it, to see
where it goes.
Like if it's still able to play in your one spot, like throw it on the fresh right away in practice and then come back to it later,
and
like
see what it does.
like on your fill ball or something, just to see what would happen, right? Like 3 games in, 4 games in. Because if it's still floating through the fronts and got that nice motion,
then you're onto something.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can just go jump way back where everybody else is, like you said, and you drilled this one super aggressive.
I did go very aggressive. You see on the last shot, I split the 8-9, and the pins were jumping, which is nice because of my low speed, high rev rate, the ball tends to burn up a lot more for me, and I get tapped so much. But, I mean, you can see I get it down lane. If I ever come onto the lane here, we're going to have like another box to put me on in the side here. You can see I get left, but I can get it down lane.
Yeah. Look at it, how hard. It's like that one was more like a pearl. That one came off a lot harder.
Yeah, but look how
I
threw it pretty soft.
Yeah.
I got around it. There's some tricks I can do with this thing. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Very unusual for a pearl.
They're trying something interesting.
They're trying something new, and I like it.
Yeah.
You think about some of the stuff that they put the Simtech on, the other things like the Scorpion Sting, the Black Widow Limited that came out. Like, it's always been about control.
Yeah.
So maybe this is what, especially with the summer coming, maybe this is what they're saying is, hey, we can give you a ball that's going to hook corner to corner, but try it out of box first.
Yeah.
And then adjust surface accordingly.
Yeah.
Because you can see here, I keep getting deeper, but it floats.
Yeah.
It gets so far down lane for me still.
And that's that HK22. And then, like you said, like in the syntax, it's just so weird to say that it picks up so strong as a pearl.
As a pearl, yeah.
Right? But it's just, that's what it does. And, I mean, that's what all the other balls did that everybody really liked. I think that's...
Yep.
People don't realize that. They think, oh, I'm throwing a pearl, I'm getting all this, but it's not.
You got to throw it and understand what the ball does.
Yeah.
It's why we always tell people if you're going to a tournament, it might not be the best idea to buy a ball and throw it fresh out of the without trying it, because you can see.
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
I can get this thing to move,
but
it's very controlled. Very, very. I think if I took it up higher, I could get it to boomerang a little bit more.
Yeah.
But once again, I don't know if I'd want it to.
No.
I don't think I need it to.
You would. It'd be interesting to see if you knock the compound off and hit it like at.
No, I need the compound. I need.
Come on, make it roll sooner.
Yeah.
Let's
it's gonna roll in my back. It's gonna roll in my back swing.
Yeah.
Down my leg.
See if we can get the one board challenge going.
Oh yeah. All right, let's give her. See if I can.
How many more boards are you Are you on?
You can see I just keep
pretty
getting
much
deeper.
On 30.
Yeah, I'm on 30.
You're on 30, sliding back onto the thing, so you don't have to loft the gutter.
I like it. This, it's definitely different than anything I've played before. Yeah. Here I am, left-handed. And, just watch how it splits the 8-9.
Oh, nice.
You can see it hit it at the pins. The pins are just boom, left, right. So here we are. Here's with my Rattler. And, as I said, the Rattler, the bonus, every company has something close to it that is low differential that we can, compare to apples to apples.
Yeah. Your standard benchmark.
Yep. Now, for the two of you so far, it has been pretty close.
Yeah.
I've gone with a very, very strong drilling on this.
Yeah.
Let's put it up against my Rattler. I got 5 boards with my feet, but the motion is really similar.
I was going to say, once you got about 30 feet, I couldn't tell that it just gets lost.
Yeah.
Once it catches up to that part of the lane, it just
turns into the other ball, yeah. Watch it again here in slow motion. So you can see my feet are exactly 5 apart.
Yeah.
Boom, and they became the same ball.
Yeah.
That is crazy. One more look we're going to take from the bottom here. So if you are looking, especially for summer here, as things get, a little drier, if you're looking for a controlled pearl, it's going to be interesting. This might be your choice, especially, maybe just throwing polish on top of that compound.
Are you saying that you can wreak some havoc by putting polish on the Havoc Pearl?
It's not Havoc. It's a HAZMAT.
HAZMAT.
Yeah. Oh, that joke died.
Good. Yeah.
It stunk.
Ooh.
Oh, it was poisonous.
Toxic.
It was toxic.
So toxic.
So toxic. Oh my God! Now Scoops is now Britney Spears. That's it.
Oh.
All right, one more look here, and just watch how it comes together.
Yeah.
It disappears. Completely. This is really interesting. A control pearl for summer to get you through when they are getting super dry. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a show. So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.